take number 332.
Today we're going to talk about our Gen Y hitch. We've had our Gen Y hitch now for like about 6 months and about 7,000 miles, and we just figured we would give you an update on whether or not we liked it and our thoughts.
So, the pros.
Number one thing about this hitch is super high quality. I mean, all the welds on it are super high quality. They're not cheaping out on the thickness of the metal or anything. It's a pretty quality hitch.
It definitely won't break on you.
Yeah, it's not going to break on you. With this hitch in particular, it increases your clearance between your bed and your camper a little bit without having to move the hitch down and lose bolt holes or anything.
Which obviously we don't have a problem with since we have the flatbed, but it definitely would have been nice to have when we had our 3500.
Getting into the spot we are in now, if we had a truck bed,
definitely wouldn't have happened.
It's not going to happen.
That was its own whole thing. Another super nice thing, it being a gooseneck, once you disconnect, you've got your bed space back.
When we had the 3500, it was definitely something that drove us crazy because we could only have the ramps and the fifth wheel in there, and that was our entire bed space.
Right. Now with the flatbed, we've got our ramps, our bikes, we have a
two totes,
we've
gas
got
can.
gas can, we have propane tanks. Like, our bed has a ton of stuff on it. So having the gooseneck, we do like the bed space thing.
Okay. Cons.
So one of my biggest complaints about this hitch is they advertise that it reduces chucking. And that may be if you come from a pin box that doesn't have any sort of benefit for or design to help chucking. We came from a Rotaflex, which is not that great of a pin box, but we experienced increased chucking with this hitch.
We had almost no chucking with the Rotaflex, and then with this one, a lot more. And we had chucking on the semi and the 4500, so I don't think it's a tow rig issue.
Yeah, it's definitely not a tow rig situation or issue. If it chucked with the semi, it's going to chuck with everything. Now, how is this thing to hook up, babe?
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's not fun.
If your camper's on level ground and your truck's, off camber a little bit, it is a pain to hook up. I think they should have had a little bit of a cone leading into the spot for the fifth wheel or for the ball. If you look at like Anderson hitches and stuff, they have that. And let me show you this. It's almost opposite. It's like they've got a cone, but it's leading the wrong way. You would think it would lead that way to up into the hole for the ball. And I don't get their logic behind that. The auto latch is really nice. It just sets down. You don't have to get up in your bed to latch it or anything.
However, to unhook it, it's kind of a two-person
It's a two-person
job.
thing. I mean, you can do it with one person, but
if your arms are like monkey arms, like yours.
The auto latch is cool to hook up, but it sucks to disconnect. The torsion suspension on this, it works, but it's not as smooth as if you had an airbag. Obviously, it's better than having no suspension, but we've videoed the hit. It still transfers quite a bit of shock into the frame of the camper.
And it's like an earthquake, obviously, every time that happens. So we were hoping that this was going to reduce a lot of that.
You would think this thing would be moving up and down a lot, and it doesn't move that much. So it's better than having nothing, but I don't think it's as good as having an airbag system. Now, granted, you don't have to worry about air leaks. You don't have to worry about making sure you change the pressure in the airbag and make sure it's the right for however much tongue weight you have. But you also have to order the right hitch for how much tongue weight you have. We did not order the right hitch. We had to switch it out.
So we had to put this thing on twice. So like I said, we're not Superman. So this is what we came up with to lift the hitch up to the camper. So we put 2 ratchet straps on either side on the back, and then we're just gonna ratchet it up, I guess, as far as we can so we don't have to lift it all the way. We can be ingenuitive sometimes.
Which way?
Back your way. Too far. So if we were to do it again, how would you do it?
I think if we were going to do it again, I think I would go with an airbag pin box, and I think I'd go with a B&W fifth wheel hitch.
You wouldn't do the gooseneck thing again?
As much as I like having the bed space, I I don't like hooking these up. I wish a fifth wheel is much nicer.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I hope you guys found this video helpful or entertaining or both. Go check out one of our other videos and please like and subscribe. Thanks.